Yo, what is up, guys? It's Xeyo here, and well, I decided to take Ashened to locals finally after having this like forever, and I just want to see how the deck would do, and I guess it did okay. You know, we went 2-2. You guys will see in the gameplay kind of what it looked like, but let's just get into the deck list, and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So I think these are like kind of standard ratios. Like the deck felt really bad when you did not have access to Vados, and then secondly, when you did have Vados but didn't have a field spell to pop, it felt bad too. So we had to max out on ways to field spells and ways to Vados at the same time. So that's why you're seeing three Priestess, 3 Awakening, 3 Obsidian, 3 Extinguish, like, you know, the usual stuff. So the deck felt really bad when your opponent doesn't have a field spell for like interruption. Like if they were playing something like, you know, Kashtira and they like activate planet, you could like pop that for interruption. But a lot of the decks I played against did not have that. I played one in Rekindling. This one, maybe going forward, I probably wouldn't play. It doesn't really help you. It's a disruption that you can search, but a lot of the times your searching is going to be for like actually playing. So probably in the future I'll cut it, but it is kind of nice recursion because it's almost like infinite grind game if you combine it with Shaman, because Shaman shuffles back Pyro Monsters. And then one of each of the traps. I don't know. It's like really debatable. A lot of the times I did set Ashened for Eternity instead of Endlessness, but I think you might want both anyways. And then for the consistency cards, you know, Terraforming, Set Rotation, Bonfire, pretty standard stuff. We just want field spells. It doesn't matter on whose side, even on Set Rotation. And then for the other engine I played some Kashtira stuff. Pretty small. I might want to up it a little more because it kind of felt better to like see these like a lot. It actually helped a lot. But you know, just one pressure planet for Set Rotation. Unicorn, Fenrir, and one birth. I might want to play Rise Heart going forward, but that's, I don't know, we'll have to see how much I feel about that, because it does kind of help. Like drawing Unicorn, if I had like a Rise Heart, could possibly get me into like Ashen place with like if I have a field spell. So I don't know, I'm not too sure. And then for kind of like our defensive cards or like non-engine, we have Super Poly, D-Shifter, Ash, and Imperm. Super Poly is just broken, you know, it's just crazy card. We have a lot of extra deck room, so we're just gonna run it. And Shifter, I don't know, this one's like still debatable. Like you play less with your Ashen stuff with Shifter, but I guess you could generally play better than your opponent under Shifter. I don't know. This one, I mean, it did help me win games. I can't lie, but that's just how broken Shifter is. And I think I was more of Kashtira cards pulling the weight there, so I'm not so sure on this one. So that's the main deck. I'm probably gonna cut some cards moving forward, like the Rekindling, you know, stuff like that, and like replace. But I don't know. We'll have to see how it'll shape up. Maybe, hopefully, we're getting new support. But right now, it's like playable. It's not the greatest though. For the extra deck, just generic links all around. We make IP as part of like the unicorn stuff that we could possibly do if we draw like extenders with it. Other than that, it's just like an extra body to make SP. And then for our Super Poly targets, Dracos the Paleo probably should be the Earth Adenister, but I didn't have it, so just keep that in mind. But Garuba and Mud Dragon are typically enough. A lot of the times this is like gonna like happen anyways, that they play into it. Then the 1 Embers and the Ash and the 1 Vados. You can recycle these if you end up going through them. From what I've seen, I mean, usually if the grind game goes that long, I feel like we probably weren't going to win that matchup anyways, because there's a lot of decks that like their grind game is just better than ours. But you know, Shaman is pretty good, shuffle back 3, so that's why I felt like it. And because Rekindling, because then shuffle back the Shaman, so like you get the idea. It's like kind of infinite. For Xyz, you know, Flame Banshee, this card was really good actually. Nothing else to say about it. Draco Sack was my idea with the Unicorn, because we can set up going into IP, and if we draw just a field spell with like a Unicorn and like an Extender, or like a hero even, we can like Unicorn, add Birth, normal hero, make Draco Sack, set up an IP, and then like Draco Sack tribute itself to pop the field spell. So then we end up getting into some kind of loop with our Ashen stuff. You know, it can get to a Priestess and all that. And then for the other XCs, just Typhon, because Typhon, and a Big Eye, because we like taking stuff. We like taking Thunder Dragon Colossus, you know what I'm saying? For the side deck, I kind of regret not playing Nibiru at all, because I ran into a lot of decks that just straight up lose to Nibiru. And, you know, I took it out last minute, because I was like, well, there's a lot of matchups and decks that I feel like aren't that good, but then I end up facing all the decks that are good are bad against Nibiru. So that sucks. But you know, 3 Mourner, 3 Bell, 3 Drill for our hand traps, and then Cosmic and Evenly for like back row heavy matchups. Probably going forward, Nibiru has to go in somewhere, I think, even if you're playing Kashtira stuff, because it's just so good right now. But yeah, that's the deck list. You know, we're gonna show you guys some games, a little bit of commentary over it, and you guys will kind of see how some matches didn't go so well, but you also see some that did go all right. But let's get into the matches. All right, on to our first match here. Unknown to you, or unknown to me, but known to you guys. This is up against Exosister. So, you know, we start off with Planet, but fortunately we at least have like a Unicorn, so we grab Birth to like for follow-up. So in case, you know, Unicorn gets added or whatever, I have a Shifter, so I wait until their turn to use a Shifter. But as soon as I saw Normal Summon Stella, I was like, oh, this Shifter actually does nothing. Great, awesome. Not great. So Unicorn banished one of the Michaelis. They go Caspatel, and unfortunately, I have no hand traps for this. I can't interact here. So we're gonna get the whole combo here, Martha, and all that, and then even a Sakitama with it for Michaelis. He banishes my field spell, but he could have just banished my Shifter to probably try and go for game with like the Martha. But I think he had a DD Crow, I think, and thought you could use it under Shifter. But unfortunately, that card says discard it to graveyard, contrary to every other card that just says discard. But so I mean, we live not with a lot of life points. I think yeah, the Magnifica banished my Unicorn, so unfortunately I don't have too much life, only like what, 26 or whatever, 20, 22, 24, something like that. We tried opposite him, and he banishes it immediately. Get a hero out because I want to like attack in over the Martha, but he goes for Armament into Michaelis. I have a Priestess, but we are still under Shifters, so I can't really do too much. So I go for the spell card that can negate, go for Birth, you know, summon back out our Unicorn, and from here I'm thinking we can clear the board at least. So Unicorn, attack, and of course banish. The last, or I guess, no, they already went through. Yeah, we banished one Michaelis and they went through 2. So I banished the Sophiel, crash into Michaelis, go for Typhon, and bounce the Magnifica. So if he doesn't have any follow-up, we should be okay. I mean, set 2, we have at least 1 negate. So I'm feeling like okay, you know, but then change of heart. Yeah, I just died there. Great. Okay, game 2, you know, we can go a little better, right? Draw phase, Awakening of Vados. So from here, we have pretty much full combo, being able to do whatever we need to here. We should be able to get our whole Ashen engine running this time, fortunately. So you know, we even have Priestess already, so we get a bunch of adds and specials. We'll have a full board of Ashen monsters, so we'll be able to board wipe at any moment. And you know, no Shifter this time, so you know, our Vados will be live, because we have multiple ways to get back into it. So yeah, 4 set cards, pretty good. One of them being the Ashen to add back, and in his standby I go Awakening Vados. I'm scared of a Lightning Storm more evenly, so I just do this now, force the opposite him on his field, but then he goes Cosmic onto the opposite on his field. So yeah, we might get hit with it anyways, but we don't. So Imperm on our hero, and then a Book of Eclipse. So yeah, I mean, that's not like too crazy, because we'll still be able to clear the board, but he just, you know, ends up not having much. So it looks like he bricked, fortunately, but I don't think he would be able to play through the board anyways. It's still a lot, and you know, Book of Eclipse, I get draw 3, and yeah, it's just like crazy over. Game 3, I have no hand traps, and that would have been crazy to see a hand trap here, because I mean, going with all through all 3 Elises immediately would be crazy. And this is one of those matchups where I wish I had Nibiru. If I had Nibiru, oh my goodness, this game would have been so over, but I don't. So we have to deal with the Magnifica with 3 back row. Not great. We have a Awakening of Vados, but it gets ashed. So we go opposite him, and here's where I make the mistake. I should have chained my Vados in my hand, but I let it get banished. So I should have been able to have a Vados on his field, just in case he has Returnia, because Returnia makes it so you have to have all Exosister monsters, which is, I don't know why it has a restriction, but we summon out King, and then he goes Armament onto one of his Exosisters into Michaelis. So unfortunately, it gets banished. We have a Unicorn at least, you know, get a little bit of Unicorn action. We love Unicorn. Go for Birth, activate Birth here, but he does in fact have the Returnia. So Having the Vados on his field would have let me play through all this, and unfortunately it doesn't. And at this point, he has the follow-up Michaelis. He has Mendivica still. We are just insanely dead, and he's not gonna put up a field spell for the Vados, so you know, it doesn't even matter anyways. So yeah, it's all over there, but let's see what happens in our next matches. All right, on with some gameplay. We're up against a good old Snake Eye Fire King. So this is one of the matchups where I actually can Vados as like interruption, although it's a little awkward because Fire King Island and Sanctuary, if it's still up, can protect the Fire King Island. So technically, if I wanted to blow up the field spell, I probably should have did it on that Snake Eye field spell, but you know, I end up using it kind of wrong. I think in some situations it is like worth waiting, but there was no sign of like a Dia Bellstar here, so I should have just like waited completely, because I end up using up my Vados here after like they get to get like, you know, 4 monsters on board and all that. But you know, Sanctuary can protect. They pop the Poplar, and then he's able to spell Trap Zone the Poplar again. So they got a Vados for free. I guess, well, it's kind of free. So they link into Hida, and then they have the Snake Eye Dia Bellstar in the spell Trap Zone. So that's also like an extender. They bring back Arvada, and then set up kind of the Snake Eye Dia Bellstar to summon out, and then end up making the Amblo Whale. So yeah, my stuff didn't do much, right? Like Imperm got dodged, but Kieran, my Vados didn't do anything. I had a set rotation, so maybe I think the play actually was just to wait for using the Vados on my turn, and then when I set rotation, set up opposite him on their field and all that, then I can Vados, because you know, that'd be like they'd be wiping the board anyways because of the Fire King Island. So either way, I think I should have just did it like that. And then I would be able to have some Ashened stuff. So having it like this, I had like a Unicorn in hand and like a Priestess. So it's not quite enough to play through an Arvada and a Princess Engrave. Like as you can see here, at normal, my Priestess, it gets stopped by the Arvada. And I attack into the Arvada to then have room to special summon my Unicorn. But of course, it gets Princess targeted here, so I just scoop it up. All right. Quick game 1 kind of. We go game 2, Terraforming into Chain Shifter. All right, this is where I was talking about how Shifter kind of helps me win, but at the same time, I'm not really playing as much Ashened at this point, right? Like I was literally just like, come on, Fenrir Unicorn with the Shifter up. Like there's not a lot of decks beating this in the first place, so at this point, I'm not even playing Ashened, right? They go Dia Bellstar here, and to be honest, Dia Bellstar with Shifter up doesn't really do anything. Snake Eye Ash normal summon, so I end up just banishing the Snake Eye Ash just to get the name out the way completely. And they go talents to take my Fenrir here, which is kind of interesting to me. I don't know, I feel like drawing maybe would be better, but maybe his idea was just to take my Fenrir, get it off the board. But he probably forgot about the Unicorn that I searched, so you know, either way. Go Fire King Island, popping the Poplar just to summon out Garunix. Attack, banish my field spell, and then main phase 2 link up into a SP. Okay, so my Unicorn here in my hand should handle this, you know, just special, go into battle, attack over it, get that out the way. And then in main phase 2, going for a Unicorn effect. It doesn't get stopped, luckily, because we can set up Birth. I think he probably thought I was going to go for Theosis or something like that, so that's why he didn't hand trap it. But having Birth out at this point is like insane. Like there's just so much value here. I overlay into Jacosack, try and get some tokens, and then met with Valor. So yeah, probably was like he was like waiting for me searching for Theosis. So I normally the extra Fenrir I had in my hand to have a little bit of interruption still. He doesn't have much cards left in hands at this point. Like I'm pretty much sure everything in his hand is like known, and I have a Vados in my hand, so I Fenrir banished the Sanctuary, so I'm able to blow up his field at any moment, which would be pretty good for us. I mean, he Fire King Island, popped his own Ash to summon to get Garunix out, so at this point I'm feeling really good. You know, I just Vados the field spell here, blow up his whole board. He has a the Skyburn in his hand and like Sinful Spoils in his spell trap zone, so that's not really enough. All right, now head on to game 3. I'll let you guys watch this one. This really encaptures what Yu-Gi-Oh is like now, but hope you guys enjoy.
I'm sweating bullets, bro. What do you mean?
So as long as you can cycle him to hand, you can detach two.
Special on Black Knight ship. Yeah. Except for distant because it's of its effects.
It cannot be banished by card.
Fuck.
And the magic.
Fuck.
And it's all damage.
Don't tell me you got more.
I'll mourn her back.
That's a card? You're supposed to ash it.
Girl, stand by.
Yeah.
Go to your card free. Pacing. Six effect.
She's
I'll add a bishop.
at 33. Send it.
Pacers. Bishop.
Hand trap galore, bro.
I see. You should gain there too.
I already cut it.
I was gonna say, what? Yeah. No, it's definitely not. Bishop.
Cook up Xeyo.
Good. Draw.
Let's go.
Standby? Main. Yeah.
The Starboy?
Special.
No.
The Starboy, or excuse me,
Fenrir
Lifeless Bandit
fights.
target Lifeless.
Don't tell me you opened a berth.
Wow. I'm trying to go battle.
Already normal, so
I'll declare.
and the white tourney.
Activate target. You declare.
Next, keep and your face down.
Go ahead.
Wow.
Wow.
Now I'm top decking against Xeyo. This is when I need to power my. Hey, Kurt. Kurt.
It's not fun against this thing.
I need to power friendship. I'm losing against a Fenrir. Not like this. Play you say run.
I hope you make the kill.
I will set one card. I haven't let go of it. I will pass turn.
Let's go. Draw.
Please be a nib.
Standby.
No.
Main.
No.
Fenrir effect.
Wow, welcome back. You're doing pretty good. Bro, it's my favorite members of BTS. Going dash makes me feel.
I need to overcome this.
Everybody put your hands up. He needs a Genki Dama right now.
Synchro Shoka. Genki Dama. Genki Dama time.
What is that?
I need more. It's like that Dragon Ball skit where Frieza hits. You hit me with your tail.
Extinguish. I can send a dark pyro and then add a level 5 or higher pyro from space.
You're my bitch now.
Send a dark pyro. Yeah. Send his cost.
No, it's part of it.
You're so big and strong. He's just so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's so cool.
That can't be real.
May. I'll teach you this lesson only once, Billy. Remember these words.
I'll send Vedas.
Go beyond.
I'll add Vedas to it.
The blush. Ultra. Free. And then he goes through the
You
sky.
guys are insane.
Wow, he really is number one.
I guess I'll go to battle phase.
Forehead.
24 again.
There's hope. There's hope. But I gotta
Go ahead.
There's hope. Wow, he really is the number one hero. Shut up. Kurt, bless my top card. Don't let your There's no way I'm gonna lose. Shoto, don't let your dad define your powers. No way we're losing to Fenrir Emperor Pass. This can't be. Stand by.
Yeah.
Main phase. You have 3 card set, Bozo. You have to be able to do something. I activate a judge call because you cheated. I'll activate my strongest card, Sharky. I win this game by default, Bozo. He didn't ask for my consent to record my card. He touched my cards without permission. Therefore, he received an upgrade. Oh no, what's my life point? Therefore, results
32.
in a game loss.
Draw. Stand by.
Fucking snake eyes and we're
Made.
core pass right now.
Do something.
I wish I could.
Just
I wish I
attack with
could.
a Fenrir.
Buddy, this is my best
Fenrir
reward.
effect.
Yes.
No way we're saying. Shoto, you can't let your dad define your powers.
Oh, we're an interesting
You have to
game
carve
set
your
up.
own.
What enough?
You have to carve your own path. Shut up, Jungkook. But like I was,
Oh, it's him.
you can't lose against him.
I'm
Shoto.
Please attack with a Fenrir.
I have to become the #1 hero.
Typhon. Use Typhon.
I can't even make. We
He
talk
literally
about
can't.
Typhon.
He can't.
He can, so
Oh,
I
wait.
can cheat him out of it.
He's
Battle.
activated his trump
Yes.
card.
Attack again.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Wait, is that your hand? You're not
Yes.
winning.
Hey,
I'll teach you this lesson only once, villain. Bing!
What a hand.
Shut up! Shut up! Bing! Go beyond!
go beyond.
Wait, we gotta declare our faces and draw.
And draw face.
Anything? Okay, stand by. Anything?
Scoop.
Okay. Oh.
Dude.
I can't believe you got beat by the Jungkook Nomu, bro.
You know, maybe I should have played.
Wait, was there any way he could have, what was draw for
But he literally had imperm Ash. You weren't-
I had.
Why? I had this
I
in
beat
hand. Bob. I could at least tower that.
Wow, you know what's cool? You go effect and he's like, awesome.
Okay, DS
Ashby, I had this.
draw 2.
I had Ash.
called by,
I had called by.
No, I had Vados.
Oh.
I had thrust.
That's fine, he had thrust, search talents, draw 2.
Lyle, what,
Hey,
hey, Lyle, what do you do when he snake eye ashes and then he
draw
like banishes face down?
Maybe I did.
No, because I gotta search thrust. I gotta search thrust, right?
Then we shuffle.
Then we shuffle.
Maybe I do need Rise Hard. I just kept. I had two.
You could have banished him.
I had two unicorn, one Fender in hand.